Good day everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is part of our Azure Fabric series, and in today's video we are going to learn how to create your very first Microsoft Fabric workspace step by step. If you are just starting out with Microsoft Fabric or curious about how to structure your data environment, this is the perfect place to begin. And if you would like to follow the entire series, check out the playlist linked in the description below. Let's start by understanding the basics. In Microsoft Fabric, your workspace is a collaboration and management space where you organize your data sets, reports, notebooks, lakehouses, pipelines, and much more. Think of it as your project container in the world of data analytics. A workspace is where you store and manage assets, control access using roles, connect to data sources and destinations, and eventually build your end-to-end analytics solution. So, whether you are working solo or in a team, everything in Fabric begins inside a workspace. So, why do you need it? To centralize resources, to enable collaboration across teams, to apply role-based access control, and to deploy artifacts like lakehouses, data flows, and reports in one place. In short, Workspaces gives structure and governance to your data projects inside Microsoft Fabric. Now let's jump into the demo part, creating a Fabric workspace from the scratch. Before creating the workspace, let's click on the profile section here. And then what you'll do is let's click on this free trial here. Yeah. So my trial capacity region, I will leave it to Central India, and then I will click on activate. So now if you see here, it tells successfully upgraded to Microsoft Fabric. What I'll do is I will click on this Fabric homepage, and then let's wait for it to come up. Yep, so what I'll do is let's click on cancel. If you want to start the tour, go ahead and do that. But in my case, I don't want to do that. Yeah, so I will click on cancel here. And if you see here, we have different options here. Yeah. So the first one I'll be interested is on this particular thing where you see this Fabric here. Just click on that, and then you will see Fabric and Power BI. So for example, if you click on this Power BI, you will be taken to this, and then you will be able to create the reports and things like that. But right now, I just want to be on the Fabric, so I will click on that. And right now I'm in that. So what I'm going to do is let's jump into the portion where we are going to create the workspace. Okay, so let me click on this workspace here. And if you see here, we already have a workspace called My Workspace. So I'm not going to use that. Instead, what I'll do is I will create a new workspace by clicking on this plus new workspace. Yeah, so we have this option here. I have named my workspace as JB Fabric 1 Workspace 1. Yeah, you can optionally add a description to help your team understand the purpose of this particular workspace. I have selected an image for my workspace. Yeah, and then if you see here, as far as the owner is concerned, it is pre-populated there. Yeah, and then the license mode, I'll be using the trial option here. Yep, let's click on apply, and then let's wait for it to get completed. It's created now, the JB Fabric workspace now. Now, if you click on this new item here, yeah, so you will be able to see a lot of things here. For example, if you want to check for Lakehouse, you will be able to do that here in the search, and then you can select your Lakehouse. For example, if you want to check for notebook, you can do that, and then you will be able to get that one as well. Likewise, you can create a pipeline, data flow gen 2, SQL endpoint, reports, and more. Yeah, this is where you will begin building your end-to-end data solution in Fabric. Everything you create here stays inside this workspace, which makes tracking sharing, and deploying extremely easy. Yeah, let's look at some best practices that we need to remember. Yeah, it's always better we use meaningful names for your workspace, like for example, marketing insights 2025, HR analytics, and things like that. Define roles carefully. Use viewer, member, contributor, and admin appropriately. Yeah, separate development, test, and production environments using different workspaces. If you're using OneLake, you will find its artifacts seamlessly tied to your workspace. In upcoming videos, we will explore how to use lakehouses, connect to the data sources, build pipelines, and much more, all from within this particular workspace. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you won't miss any future episodes in our Azure Fabric series. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Jai Hind.